Greetings and salutations, everyone. You found my vlog, my video blog. Obviously, you know if you found me, I'm Harold C. Connolly Jr. And I am on day 8 of quarantine in a Nezu neighborhood of Tokyo, Japan. I am a visiting professor at the University of Tokyo by the invitation of my good friend and colleague Shogo Teshimura, as well as Seiji Sakuta and Aki Takigawa. So it's very exciting. Yay! But a little bit restricted right now because I have to stay in my apartment for several more days, a total of 14 days of self-quarantine, and reporting into the Ministry of Magic, as I call it, the Ministry of Health, every day when they text me to report in or have a video feed for 30 seconds where they record my location, which I think is probably also a heat sensor, but they don't tell you that. So I'm here to work with students, to teach part of a graduate course at the University of Tokyo, to give public lecture, to give departmental colloquium lectures, to work closely with my colleagues and share information and knowledge between 2 different space missions, OSIRIS-REx and Hayabusa 2. And I'm really excited about it all. I have been working hard in preparing lectures for various reasons I just said to you. And really, quarantine hasn't been that bad. It's self-quarantine, so I'm actually able to go to the supermarket and come back again, go buy food to the store and back again really quickly. That's it. So I've been enjoying the process, believe it or not, of being in quarantine, because I really need to get a lot of work done, intense work, and a lot of thinking, doing some reading, getting some thinking done, being creative, lots of questions to discuss with my colleagues, my kind colleagues who are taking good care of me, incredibly detailed care of me. And I'll report in several small videos about the whole process of getting into the country, what's been going on, some things about my research as I'm traveling around Japan in the next 2 months. I'll be here until September 1st when I return home. And part of making these videos and putting them on YouTube, rather than just post to my various social media platforms, meaning the social media platforms I use. And you can hear WQXR in the background because I brought my Yell At It box with me, and I'm continuing my obsession with WQXR, the New York Times classical, oops, not New York Times anymore. It's the NPR classical music station from New York City. Ooh, I'm dating myself now. Anyway, yeah, so many of my loved ones don't have access to social media. My dear uncle, for example, James Robinson, he can watch this video at his daughter's house perhaps, or he has a computer, he can look it up into, but he doesn't use social media, which is fine, so I'll let him know he can watch this. My Ikebana teacher, Ono Sensei, both Ono Sensei and my uncle are 85, right? 86 years old, so 1936. Ono Sensei was born in Japan, because my uncle was born in the United States. And it'll be good for her to be able to see these videos as well as my colleague and friend, Chie-san, who is a lecturer in Japanese studies at Rowan University, where I am founding chair and professor of geology there. And she's also a student of Sensei's for Ikebana. And of course, our dear friend and other student of Sensei's, Brandon-san, but he has social media. My mother and father, Harold and Janice, don't use social media. They don't have a computer in their house, but they'll be able to watch this video at my brother's house, or either one of my brothers. And I think it's a good idea to document as much as I can my entire experience here in Japan right now. I love Japan, and again, it's been a refreshing kind of creative period for me to be in quarantine, not just for my work, creating lectures, being creative in my thinking process, reading a lot of papers, but also meditating more than I normally would in my Buddhist practices, as well as doing yoga, doing a bit more yoga than I have been doing at home, even small bouts of it. So, our little tiny sessions, really. It's been good. Been eating well. Food in Japan is amazing. And I'll take you a little tour of my apartment in the near future and report in with other wonderful experiences. Until my next video, be well. Talk to you soon. Thank you for listening and watching. Bye-bye.